Greetings. Hang on. Welcome. Oh man, don't want to do that. Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by here on TikTok Live at the one and only, the raw, the rare, the real, the tried and true, Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy. Happy Saturday. August 6th, I believe, 2022. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bear with me, guys. I'm just doing some cleaning up here. Cleaning up my mat here, my distant Reiki mat. Doing some erasing. And we're going to talk about something here, and we also are going to do it's not a reading per se, but using the Oracle and Tarot as an energetic tool to talk about the topic that I put in the title and using it in that way. So I don't really want to call it a reading because it's not so much about a group of folks or a collective. Hope that makes sense. But talking about dating as an awakened soul, okay? An awakened soul. Just bear with me. Boom. This is actually some high frequency stuff in the background, y'all. Whoa. Thought I would mix it up a little bit since it's Saturday, but hold on, bear with me. Just want to clean this up. I had a deep session that I did through the Akashic Records last night. I think I'll be working through the Akash for a while. It was pretty deep. I also had some interesting dreams. Or should I say, it wasn't a dream, rather I think it was my higher self exposing something. That's what someone tried to do to be like me last night. And where it's gonna go. Alright, so I just erased lighting. You guys know what I want that to mean. Alright. They're done. Okay, so let's lock. Sorry, guys. All right. I don't know if you guys can see my cup. I was guided to this cup while I was out and about the other day, and I just saw it, and it has a V on it, right? But around it, it has looks like snowflakes or something like that. And then when I saw it, it reminded me about the 1222 messages that I've been getting a lot of. 1222, 1222, 1222. And so it's kind of like a reminder that something is going to bloom, right? Bloom. It also represents name, initials, but something is going to bloom in 1222. With those snowflakes, it's like winter time. Fall, wintertime energy. I don't know if you guys can see it, probably not. But so I was like, what? Whoa. And I got it in the name of aligning to the message. Like, okay, it's solid. Gotcha. And so it is for some of you. Okay, that's why I'm sharing it. Because if those other messages have been resonating with you, wow. This is interesting, team. Hold on. I'm here, guys. Just hold on. Woo! All right. Just had to talk to my guys for a second. So, all right. So before we get into, I already got the decks we're going to use. Okay. Because they want me to keep it simple. It's only, you guys only see 3. And they're doing this to help me because I have a tendency to want to dig all over the place. And so for this, it's not an actual reading, but it's more about what I'm going to talk about and why we need to look into the issue of dating as a person that is awakened or someone on a conscious ascension path, and what that looks like and why there are certain things we are guided or advised to not do or entertain. So let me hold on one second. I swear this weather is a trip. Hold on, guys. It's not like techno music. All right, so let's talk first and then we'll get into this. Okay. For any of you coming in, welcome, thank you, woo, yada, 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 yada. You heard? Okay. So, okay, now as a person, whether you are on the beginning stages, intermediate, or advanced stages, okay? And when I say an awakened soul, I'm talking about an individual who has embraced that there's a matrix programming, 3D, fear, ego-based programming that we all came here conditioned with, and have activated their free will and worked with their higher self to remove themselves from the matrix and all of its programming, okay? In other words, realizing that the majority of what you thought was absolute and certain is actually not what you think. So those are the individuals I'm talking about, whether they are on the beginning, intermediate, or the more advanced levels and stages of that. And how dating affects you, how do you go about that? Because, I mean, you're still here to live and experience, as, you know, you chose to carnate into human form and you know, on the earth. So you're also here to have the bliss and the good stuff and the fun and you know, you're here for that too. But it all has to be merged in, because as an awakened soul, there's so many other things at play for you, okay? So, for an example, I'm going to give y'all some practical stuffs, okay? Well, so awakened souls are very open-minded. This is one of the beautiful things about them, but it also can hurt them in a way. Because they are open-minded, they are liberated, and they don't feel the incessant need to have to pin people down to a certain viewpoint or belief system in life. They don't feel threatened by them. They don't feel threatened by various different viewpoints and beliefs. They don't feel judgy about it, because they evaluate people based on their conduct and behavior, not based on a label and a title and a belief system. So it makes them very open, okay, because they feel like, okay, no, it's about the person that's sitting across from me. To hell with all the other shit. It's how they are, who they are, and how they treat me, okay? So, but the dangers is not everyone shares that view as the awakened soul. They may say they do, but if they're asleep and they're still in the fear and ego-based programming and template, then they're going to be running off of all that implies. So let's say you try to start dating them, because again, as an awakened soul, you're liberal. You know, you're like, I don't need them to be like me. I don't need them to do tarot. I don't need them to do yoga. I don't need them to necessarily be like me, because that may not be where they're at. But if they are a decent human being and awakened in a sense, right, then That's what matters. So now if they're not, you start to date them. This comes out very early, because let's say you're an awakened, let's say you're in, yoga, spirituality, yada, yada, yada. And they're into traditional religion. Now, the awakened soul can actually still, to some degree, deal with that without feeling like, oh, I must change their mind and I must, convert them and, yada, yada. But the issue is the other way around. It's not the same. So individuals in those templates, they have a tendency to be drawn to individuals that are awakened. They don't know why. Okay? They'll even do it in secret and pretend. They'll have a tendency to be very, very enchanted and drawn to folks that are, like myself or you, if you're in the same, situation. And enjoy, okay? And even be curious and certainly want sex. There's always that sexual component, because there's heightened sexual energy because of that purity that's operating, that divinity, okay, that expansion. So they're drawn to that and wants a little snack. They want them a little tasty taste, okay? Well, and so this is what these individuals will do. They'll pretend like they're open-minded, like something doesn't bother them. Meanwhile, the whole time, they are trying to send you subliminal messages, or they'll say certain little things in conversations, and you'll sense little things as you're dating, okay, to show you that that doesn't sound like full acceptance to me. It's something in there, okay. And then, but they'll be pushy sexuality because they love your energy. They're drawn to you. They just haven't figured out why. To them, they don't know why. All they know is they're drawn to you, and they would like them a little snacky snack, or the good, or that golden, right? So, but this is what these people do. They'll do that so they can get their itch, their curiosity, okay? And then once you've done that, okay, they'll continue to do that maybe for a while to still get that feel good or that benefit. But then all of a sudden they'll have a revelation, or something about how, the beliefs is different. And you see where I'm going? Now God told them something, okay? Now, after, you hear where I'm going? After they have engaged and had sex and enjoyed all of your good and your beautiful, kind energy and your whatever that they're drawn to. But now, because see, this is what that programming does. That's what it's all about. Now I really feel like, because they're trying to build up themselves off of you in a way, okay? And so if that's accomplished, then they feel like, okay, I got my curiosity itch scratched, then I can go dilly-dally off to, so-called get something more traditional, not knowing that feeling that they think they have is not going to follow, okay? So, damn, it just started raining again like cat's off. What the hell? I don't know if you guys can hear it. This is insane. I swear this is insanity. It was sunshine bright. I promised y'all like 10 minutes ago or so. Anyway, so it is advised, okay? This is why it's advised for awakened souls, even in the beginning stages. This is why first they tell us to like take a break, okay? Just like when people, are going through alcohol and drug, programs and stuff like that. They're guided to like clean up their lives and not get entangled and do all that, okay? But so that we can clear our energy, get pretty stabilized, and then when we do get ready to start dating, we can put up some healthy boundaries. And when we notice those things, don't go any further. As an awakened soul, do not try to stay in something thinking you're going to be what awakens them. It doesn't actually work like that, believe it or not. So people have a right to their own paths. But if you are sensing already, okay, using your discernment, asking your spirit guides, paying attention to everything versus having your head up in the clouds because they're groovy chick or groovy dude, right? Then you can pull out long before too much chaotic damage has occurred. This is why it's not advised to jump into the bed right away. It's not about being a prude. This has nothing to do with being prudish. It has nothing to do with a religion. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the nature of sex and what that implies when you're engaging with sexual things. You don't know if that soul, they can be sitting there next to you. You don't know. You have to allow yourself to feel into that and pay attention. Like, okay, I already see it. Boom, boom, boom. Because those are the people they want to come in and feed. They don't know that they're doing that. They know they're drawn to you. All they know is that they like being around you. They like how it feels. They like, whoa. You know, but still have that programming and still not having respect and honor for who you are, what you believe, okay? Thinking that, okay, I'm just going to get what I want out of this, and then I'm going to try to convert them, and if not, then I'm going to just suddenly hear from God, and, you know. God told him 12 different things. I'm going to get off of that topic right now. Because this is why it's important that we go on our own journey and path so that we're not caught up by everybody talking about what God said. You need to tap in for yourself. Okay? Because I find it fascinating and convenient how much these people will say it when they're trying to fuck you. When they're trying to steal, you know, get something out of you, and then, you know, when they feel like they have y'all, if you're an awakened soul on this path, don't even play with those types. Okay? That's why it's coming down. That's why my spidey senses go up. When I meet people, or when people trying to approach me or wanting to date me and stuff, I'm cool, but I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention because I'm like, Okay, and another thing is, as an awakened soul, you know, your energy is very valuable because you have went through certain tests and processes of this journey. For that, your energy is very valuable. Okay, so in other words, it should not be spent and invested loosely, just in the name of having a good time or getting, getting your jollies off, because it comes with a price. You're not just getting your jollies off, you're picking up what they have as well. This is something that we never really look at. You're not going to just be getting, it ain't what you think. It's never a round bound thank you, John or ma'am. There's an exchange there. Okay? You're picking up whoever the fuck they are. Whatever they do, whatever they engage in, whatever they practice in, whatever they're doing outside of when they're not in front of you. And so this is why, as an awakened soul, the guidance is learn how to heal and align and tap in and get what you need from within. And of course, you have urges and things like that, like everybody else. So it's in my resonance that if it comes to it and you can't channel your sexual energy through that creative force, because that's what it is. Channeling your sexual energy through art, through music, through dance, through creation, then shit. Y'all know, you heard me. It's better to go ahead and handle your own self, okay, in a loving way. If you really are, if, you know, until you deal with what's got you addicted to needing to do that or whatever constantly or whatever, okay? Rather than getting the little black proverbial book out and calling whole so-and-so, that now you're going, you know, you wonder why shit is on you and you got to clean up, you're itching and shit, your head hurt, you know, it's just like, no, okay? All right, so that's that. And like I said, it's technically not a reading. This is technically not a reading, but we're going to see, I'm going to ask guys, like, why do they advise this caution for dating for the awakened souls, right? Oh, man, what happened to my, what's it called? Oh, man. Oh, it changed. Hold on, guys, sorry. Hold on. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do, dun, dun, dun. It's like techno, dun, 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 dun. Anyway, boom, boom. Y'all can't probably hear it for the rain and shit, bitch. Hold on. All right, guys, so this is what I'm going to do to make it kind of simple. So now that we have talked about it, to keep it separate, and I'll upload these 2 videos first before I go to some of my other videos that I've done, like last night and all that, okay? And I'm going to call it just kind of guidance and messages from above or something like that pertaining to dating as an awakened soul, and why they advise certain things, and, you know, from these just 3 decks. They had me to reduce it to 3 so that I don't go all over the place. So, all right, I will be right back. If you're a high viber here and you feel like this is something of interest to you, then just hang in there. I'll be right back, okay? If you're sending me love energy, I'm sending you love and positivity. If you're sending fuck shit, I return it back to you. May it stay with you, all right? See y'all in a minute.